Hi, everybody. This is Chris Potter. I'm in Colorado. Hi. I'm so glad we're having another International Low Flutes Festival. This is our second one. It was so disappointing when we had Yuko had Japan all lined up and then COVID hit. And that was so distressing for everyone, especially Yuko and her team in Japan. But I'm finding that our community, our low flutes community, is just becoming more and more inclusive. There are more and more countries, more and more composers are writing pieces for us. I just feel like we're growing, growing, growing. Um, they're new sounds. People are coming up with new sounds out of their instruments, and you hear it and you go, oh, I want to try that. How do they do that? And that's so cool. And a lot of people, lots of different ages now, and they're coming over to the low side, right? They're coming to the low side. Okay. So I hope today and in the next couple of days that you hear some pieces that you want to play. You hear something from a new composer that you want to find out about. I mean, the possibilities are endless. We're just beginning to build our community, and I'm just so thrilled that this is all just taking off. And I just, I sort of got us going many years ago. 2010 is when the NFA decided that we needed a low flutes committee. And we had our inaugural concert in Anaheim that year. And it was at that time we had 45, we had 40, somebody needs to mute. We had 45 people at that time. I don't know if you remember, we had two double contras. And we just thought, oh, that's a huge group. But now, I mean, we have like over 100 people coming to things. It's just fantastic. Anyway, I'll stop blabbing and I'm going to turn it over to Mariana. Go.
You're muted, Mariana.
I did that. Good morning, everyone, or good evening for some of you joining us from the other side of the world. I am just so thrilled to be here with you and to kind of share this online festival. Before I start, I would like to remind everyone to remain on mute. So I've been muting people as they enter the room, and it's not because I don't want to be nice. It's just in order for us to communicate better and for the sound to work better for everyone in the festival. We are gonna try to stay muted if you are not on the spotlight or if you are not interacting with the speakers and presenters. Of course, we want to make this event as participatory as possible. So there will be opportunities for you to jump in and to ask your questions directly, also to put them on the chat. But when someone else is speaking, I ask that we remain on mute. Once you enter the room, the settings are set in such a way that you should be muted. And also to take into account that you can join the meeting from your cell phone, from your iPad, your tablet, and perhaps the settings change a little bit for you there. So you gotta figure it out how to do that. You will always need to be logged in as a member in order to access the portal. So if you happen to be on your computer right now and later on you decide, okay, I'm just gonna join through my email or through my phone, you gotta the first time you gotta log in as a member, and then you'll be able to join the festival with your phone and go around your house or everywhere where you need to go and listen to the festival. So that clarification I wanted to start with. This has been such a wonderful experience for me, being able to kind of visualize how an online festival could work. It's been an exercise of imagination, let's put it that way. But it couldn't have been possible without this amazing festival team. So first, I want to thank Chris Potter, a visionary for the love flutes. I call her like our love flutes guru, right? Someone that really created this space for the love flutes and glue this community together. So thank you, Chris, for your efforts and for your leadership for the Love Flute community. I want to also thank Yuko Hoshi for hosting our festival in 2020. She did an amazing job. And now that I have been behind the scenes, I can even recognize better the effort, the countless hours that you could put into organizing the Tokyo Festival in 2020. We all send the energy to Yuko and the respect for what she has done 2 years ago. Um, our festival team was amazingly supported by Robin Pope and Catherine Scarborough. So without them, this wouldn't have been possible. Thank you so much for all your support, for your work with programming, with your work with the website and marketing. So thank you to both of you. And without further ado, I think that now we need to spotlight our amazing composer, so Jonathan Cohen. And I will share the mic now with Chris Potter for that introduction. Thank you.
Okay, so when Mariana first had, the idea that yes, let's really do this online, and just commissioning new pieces is one of the ways that we just keep growing. And immediately I thought, Jonathan's got to write us something. And so I contacted him, and of course he always seems to say yes. I don't know what that is, but he wrote this great piece for us. People sent in their videos, and Robin put it together. And I think we should just go and watch it.
Wonderful. So here we go. I'm going to share the screen now. Good. So the work that we are presenting right now is Subduction, a world premiere. And would you like to listen to the work first, or have Jonathan explain a little bit about this work, Chris?
Got to get my cursor back down to that far corner. Jonathan, why don't you say a little something about it and tell us if this is going to be available through whatever publishing company is going to make it available. For example, that'd be one of the things you could tell us.
Yeah, so Carla Reese will be publishing this, Tetractus Publications, and I thought it was going to come out today, and then she reminded me today that I never sent her the stuff. So not her fault that it's not out right now, but it will be out very soon. I thought I had sent it to her and I screwed up. But Carla, I can't say enough great things about Carla and support she's given us publishing all of this funny music that we have. But she's been responsible for about, I think, half of the repertoire that's out there. So definitely check out Carla Reese's publications at Tetractus. And I should just shut up and we'll just play the music.
Great. Thank you. Yay! Sorry, I, I did it again. Okay, and very well. I'm going to stop the share now. Wonderful. And, I invite everyone, oh, this is going to be a cacophony of noise, but I invite you to unmute for a second and to give Jonathan an amazing clapping and recognition. Woo!
Wow.
More time.
Yeah.
And of And of course, everyone that participated in this abduction. So I'm going to pass the mic to our assistant program chair, Catherine, to tell us a little bit about bringing all these amazing flutists together and putting this performance.
Thank you. So this was really quite fun, having everyone come together from all over the world, literally to send us videos. We got the music from Jonathan with the click tracks and all of the technology needed for everybody to learn their parts, and then we gathered everybody up and sent all of the videos and information off to Robin Pope, who put together the video beautifully. And it was just neat being in touch with all of you and getting to meet many of you through the email and through this project. So thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. And we must say that, this is an amazing job putting together these videos. I have so much respect to all of you who know how to do this stuff. Not easy and time consuming for sure. So that is wonderful. I put in the chat greeting everyone that I'm curious about where you are joining us from. So please do put that on the chat if you feel like, and so that we can learn our time differences and all the cities that are participating in this International Love Flutes Festival. Well, we do have a really full schedule, and we have programmed the festival so that there is a little bit of room between events, short breaks that we will have at the hour and at the change of each event, so that we can stop the recording for one event and we can also get ready for the next one. So there will be short breaks here and there that we will give you. Okay, so very exciting. We have a full day of events. We are going to be here until at least 12 hours, 8 p.m., maybe a little bit more. So we are preparing for that. So now I pass the mic back to Chris.
Okay. I was going to say that I have often wondered how composers come up with their ideas. And when Jonathan, where does he come up with these cool titles? And there is a composers panel discussion tomorrow. And I'm going to ask that very question. How do you come up with these ideas for the piece, for the titles for the piece? I mean, what is your process? And Paige is also going to be on that panel, as is Nicole Chamberlain and Phyllis Lauk. And who is the person that I'm...
Danny Dorf. Right?
Danny Dorf. How could I forget Danny Dorf? Will be the other person. And I'll be moderating that, because it's, sometimes the mystery, where do these ideas come from, and how do you, then, or does the music come first? Does it come? I don't write much. I arrangements, but I wrote a piece, and it was like at 4:00 in the morning, all of a sudden this title came to me and I had to write a piece. But I mean, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Anyway, we can ask Jonathan these questions about, how did you come up with the idea to write Subduction? But he has the greatest titles, and so does Allie. Those, when you're writing in the jazz style, somehow the titles are just that much more interesting. Sonata, just, it's like... Anyway,
Yeah.
I just wanted to put in a plug for that composer panel, which I believe is tomorrow afternoon. And it's sort of a mystery how that creative process all sort of begins to take place. But anyway, that's all about all I had to say temporarily.
Very
I do
good.
want to thank everybody for playing my piece. Wonderful job, guys. Thank you so much.
Bravo to everyone. Seriously, what a wonderful performance of Subtraction. Excellent. And talking about good titles, Page Long. Talk about someone that can come up with the best titles. It's just amazing. And next in our programming is going to be the Love Flute Choirs Showcase. And of course, Page Ensemble will be a feature in that event. So without further ado, I'm gonna close the recording, but we will stay here. So bye-bye for the closing ceremony. Thank you so much for joining us. And to Jonathan for such a wonderful, marvelous work that he has shared with all of us. And stay tuned. We are going to be here.
Okay, a few technical notes here, if people can hear me. So we do have a